Good morning, everyone. So unfortunately I was unable to finish my vlog yesterday because my camera died. But I got halfway through Mount Rushmore, I think. So Jason and I yesterday woke up in Sioux Falls, drove 4 hours to Badlands National Park, which was amazing. And then we drove like 15 minutes to the famed Wall Drug General Store, which is really cute. It's like pretty gimmicky, but it looks like an old western town and there's like food and all kinds of shops. So we may have bought a few things. And then from there we drove like an hour and a half to Mount Rushmore. And from there we drove, I think it was like half an hour to the Crazy Horse Memorial, which was pretty cool. Both of them are really cool, definitely worth seeing. Road tripping is really fun because you get to do all these random things you learn about in school. And then we came back to our hotel, well, we checked into our hotel and then we went out to dinner at this place called Bumpin' Buffaloes. Bumpin' Buffaloes? Bumpin' Buffaloes.
What's a buffalo?
And we, so we're staying in Hill City, South Dakota, which is kind of has like a cute-ish like downtown western vibe. And the hotel we're staying at is the Quality Inn, and it's like right near downtown, so that was kind of nice. But now we are off to Cody, Wyoming. We're staying at a campground tonight because in 2 days we're going to Yellowstone. So I can't wait for that. So we'll see how camping goes. I'm not much of a camper, but Jason's pretty good at it. Hi everyone, so we made it to our campground in Cody, Wyoming. Yeah, it looks like trash right now, but after a little bit of a snafu with not potentially having a campground, we found a place to camp. We've set everything up, and I'm not in the video because I look like trash. But tomorrow's Yellowstone. We're very excited, and as it turns out, it's a good thing that we took everything out of our little bag, which looks deflated and terrible here, but because apparently the rain got into it while we were driving through Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, etc. So here's a little campground. We're gonna have a fire tonight, and yeah, once we buy wood. We're a little bit unprepared, but it'll be good. So even though it's blistering hot, Jason got us a nice fire started. We made some bratwurst, got some s'mores going, got the cooler out. Real life camping, guys. Of course, I had to make a s'more while Jason's working hard. Yum! Good morning, everyone! So Jason and I are officially on our way to Yellowstone National Park. We stayed at the Campgrounds of America, Cody, Wyoming last night. It was actually pretty nice. Like I said, there was a bit of a snafu. Our original campground they were full, so we had to go somewhere else. So we picked Campgrounds of America just because we could reserve online, and they actually ended up being really nice. Most importantly, the bathrooms and showers were clean and they did not require quarters, so we were both happy about that, and they had a free pancake breakfast the next morning. So we enjoyed that this morning, and now we are off. We've got about an hour and a half ride from Cody to Yellowstone. I think Cody is like kind of like a crossroads for a lot of travelers going to Yellowstone, so if you are traveling through Wyoming and want to go to Yellowstone, you should definitely stop on Cody. It's like basically a city, so their version of a city. So there's hotels, grocery stores, fast food, like everything you could want, really. Yeah, so we're very excited. We're on our way. There is a wild bison living his best life. Jason and I just lost our minds in the general store and bought like $90 worth of merchandise. But guys, they have the coolest stuff in there. Like all kinds of pillows and plates and Native American things. We didn't get any of that stuff, but sorry, I'm getting in the car. We just got our basics. Pretty cool stuff. Yellowstone's amazing. Everyone needs to come in. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Old Faithful geyser. Old Faithful's a little bit different because it literally is its own section of the park. It has its own visitor center, store, lodge, everything, because it's famous. So it doesn't, how would you say, explode, go off for another like 45 minutes. But we're gonna catch a seat and see how it goes.
Take it all back.
All my doubts.
Prove me right, Mother Nature.
Holy moly. Los Vegas, de verdad. Oh, mira.
Hi everyone! So Jason and I made it through Yellowstone and we drove to our campground for the night. We're actually staying in a cabin tonight. Excuse my appearance, I'm a little worse for wear, and I also got majorly sunburned, so that's cute. But anyway, yeah, so we're staying in a little cabin for tonight. It's quite cute. It's right above the Teton National Park. So kind of in between Yellowstone and Teton. So we're gonna drive through the Tetons tomorrow. But I figured I would show you what our little cabin looks like. It's quite cute. I mean, it's just a simple wooden cabin. So those are the beds. This is kind of like when you walk in. Oh, sorry about that. Our stuff is everywhere. So there's like a little desk, some high up windows because we're in bear country. So we have to have everything, like we have our cooler and anything that is like food, coolers, hygienic products, anything like that needs to be inside the cabin or locked inside of your car. Here's our car, it's a little campsite. So yeah, we're staying at the Flag Ranch campground. So yeah, showers are covered under the price that you pay, and the bathrooms were actually really clean. They were really nice. I liked them better than the campgrounds of America that we were just in. So all in all, today was really nice. It was a long day. We were there for 9 hours, but we wanted to see as much as we could. We did not see everything. It's like impossible to see everything in Yellowstone. So we picked and choose what we were going to go to, and I was happy with everything we saw. My main things was to see the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone and the Old Faithful. Obviously, everyone has to see Old Faithful if you go to Yellowstone. So we did those things and a bunch of other stuff. There's so many like I always say geysers. There's so many geysers, and like the wildlife is just stunning, and yeah, it really was amazing. If you have the chance to go to Yellowstone, I highly recommend it. Jason and I will definitely be going back. But yeah, for tonight, probably just gonna get dinner and chill. Jason does want to start a fire, so might just have to have a s'more. But then tomorrow, we're gonna drive through the Tetons, and then we'll be on our way to Salt Lake City. So there's only like two and a half days left of the trip, basically, until we're in our new home. So yeah, let's get tonight started. These are the Tetons. This is Coulter Bay. So you can have your boats here, which is cool. Jason was just telling me that these are baby mountains because they are 60 million years old. I can't comprehend that we're looking at something that's that old. So Jason and I had made it to Salt Lake City, which was about like a 5-hour drive from the Grand Teton. So this morning we checked out of our little cabin and we drove through the Grand Teton National Park, which was beautiful, and then we headed right to Salt Lake City. So we drove through Wyoming, Idaho, and then into Utah. So our plan is to get dinner at this place called the Red Iguana, which we heard about from someone actually on our flight home from San Francisco to Boston a couple weeks ago. She recommended it, and apparently Guy Fieri has been there, so that's pretty cool. So we're planning to go there and then hopefully go see the temple in the city. We're staying at the Holiday Inn Express by the airport, which is like fine, but it's kind of annoying that it's outside of the city, so my bad. But yeah, that's the plan. So Jason and I just ate at the Red Iguana, which was delicious, but I do think it's become a little bit of a tourist trap since Guy Fieri went there. So if you go there, it's definitely not a local haunt anymore, but it's still really good. I definitely recommend going. Now we are driving into the actual city, which is very different from what us New Englanders are used to in Boston or New York City or anything like that. It's very flat. And we are driving to the big Mormon temple. And here it's beautiful, so I'm very excited to see. So we decided to go to the state capitol instead. Mostly because there's free parking. Left our hotel in Salt Lake City and we are now on our way to Reno, Nevada. There's no real special reason we're staying there. It's just kind of a convenient place to stop. So this is our last big stretch. We've about an 8-hour drive ahead of us. So yeah, we're just gonna be sitting in the car and chilling. So Jason and I just made it to Reno after our 8-hour drive. We're staying at a place called the Whitney Peak, which is actually right downtown. And there's a huge, like, it's called the Blues and Brews Festival going on right in where we're staying. So that was like super overwhelming to kind of navigate all the crowds, figure out how to get to our hotel. But the hotel itself is really cool. It's really modern. I'll show you guys what it looks like in a second. But let me show you this festival. It's not really great. We're on the 12th floor, so we can see a little bit. But this is what we're looking at. So the band is like right there. And then all along the street, there are all kinds of vendors. So I had no idea that was happening. That was completely unexpected. I mean, it seems really cool now that we're finally in the hotel. But this is what our hotel room looks like. So there's like super modern. They have this really cool painting, I guess. It might be a picture. And then there's like a little seating area. There's the bed and everything, a little unfocused. Yeah, so as intense as this whole experience was so far, the hotel is like really nice. This is our last night in hotel before we get to our apartment, and we're both pretty happy about that. But yeah, I guess we're gonna go check out this Blues and Brews festival because why not? Morning guys, so I realized that I totally forgot to finish the vlog last night. So Jason and I just went out and did the barbecue brews and blues festival. We listened to some music. I got a mango margarita, he got a beer. We got some really good barbecue for dinner and just chatted to random people. And then we also went to something called the Cirque de Paris, which I had in my head concluded that was the same thing as Cirque du Soleil. It was not. But it was still really fun. It was like a circus, and there was people from like all over the world doing different acts, and it had like a sexy vibe, as you can imagine a casino would have, but it was still really fun. It was just not what I expected. And then we just went back to our hotel, which was conveniently right in the center of all of this, and had a good night's sleep. Overall, Reno kind of surprised me. I had a lot of fun here. When we pulled in, I was like, oh my god, like where are we? But once we got out and started doing stuff, it was pretty fun, and everyone's been like really nice. We got a huge discount on our Cirque de Paris tickets. She gave us like 50% off, or maybe even more than that, I think, because Jason had just we got a military discount basically, so she gave us a really huge discount on that. And then we were trying to leave our parking garage, and for whatever reason the card reader wasn't working, and the guy was just like, yeah, don't worry about it, like you can try next time. And we were like, okay. Just like drove off. So that was pretty cool. Overall it was surprisingly fun, and now we have a 3.5 hour drive to our new apartment, so that's exciting to finally be there. Even though we don't have any furniture, we will make do. Another adventure.